All right, guys, driving home. I got to watch the game on my tablet right here. Georgia Southern wins 34-30 after being down by, I think they were down like at one point it was like 14-30. It was like ugly. It was at one point, and we all thought that this game was going to be over. And a lot of things is going to be, all right, what Clay Helton needs to do. Do we need to make a change? What is going on? But Georgia Southern pulled it together. Finally wins a game in November under Coach Clay Helton, and they're also bowl eligible, so that's also awesome as well. And I feel that this could be a turning point for the Georgia Southern Eagles. This could be a situation where we could actually go on a run and take this Sun Belt East completely, because we got a lead on it now. We got a really good lead because Old Dominion end up losing. Marshall, I think did Marshall lose? I can't remember. Nevertheless, we got the tiebreaker against Marshall anyway if they didn't lose. So we're looking good in the Sun Belt East. Now the next few games, we play, they should be some winnable games as well. Coastal Carolina, Troy, and Appalachian State. So I'm feeling really confident about that. When you look at this game right here, I'm gonna see if I can pull up the stats. Georgia Southern played pretty well. J.C. French actually played good for the most part. 22 of 27, 198, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. How about Dexter Williams? Come in once again after J.C. French go down, throws a touchdown, and I like I said, I don't know what it is. Something about a quarterback that commands the huddle, team rally arounds for some reason. There could be a conversation right now about Dexter Williams being the starter going forward. Because don't get me wrong, J.C. French does play pretty good. He's not bad. But he has his moments. And it's starting to see that he's maybe a little bit of injury prone. So with Dexter Williams in, the team does look a little bit different, a little bit better, if you might ask. We saw that in the Marshall game on top of what we've seen tonight. Now, Jalen White had 71 yards rushing on 18 carries. Also, something that nobody really talked about much, O.J. Arnold didn't run the ball that much, but his catching out of the backfield, even though I don't like these screens, he had 6 catches for 42 yards, and some of them were critical catches. Josh Dallas, what can you say about him? I mean, he had a 2-touchdown game, 5 catches for 96 yards, and you had Dalen Cobb, also 5 catches for 54. He had a touchdown. Durham Burgess, 4 for 21. And he just continues to add on to that streak of having the game in consecutive, catching consecutive games. Just all around good offense for the Eagles. Defensively, you saw a lot of bend don't break, a lot of situations they got put in. But I will tell you, the defense at the end of this game made sure that we end up winning this game. Got a couple of sacks. Deshaun Davis got a sack. And that 4th down blitz that sealed it, that was absolutely awesome. 4th and 13, you had I think it was like 3 guys going after them, but it looked like it was 13. All of them going after the quarterback for South Alabama, who was Davenport. He didn't have a chance. And the thing about it is, when Davenport came in the game, because Lopez got hurt, they didn't want to run, they didn't want to pass the ball that much. They almost refused to pass. So blitzing them was somewhat of a pretty good option, and it worked. Their running back had over 100 yards rushing. Their running backs are just really good, and I see why they're so successful. If you watch the way they ran the ball, they basically was in a situation where they ran a lot of sweeps and got the ball on the outside and ran upfield. So if that's their game plan, that's the way that they normally would, get a lot of yards. And it worked. But for the most part, they only got 100 yards. Not too much else outside of that. The other running back had 43 yards on 7 carries. So at the end of the day, what else can you say about this team? Mark Stampley gets an interception. Deshaun Davis had a sack. You had a couple of other guys that got around the quarterback as well for Georgia Southern. It was a pretty solid win, all things considered. It was ugly, but it was a solid win. We needed this win, and that puts us in a really good position in the Sun Belt. I don't have the standings in front of me, but right now I know we are well ahead and in control of the Sun Belt, especially with that Old Dominion loss, and you're looking at what we got ahead of us. You know, the Coastal Carolinas don't look that good. Troy, they look pretty decent. Shout out to Gerald Green, former Georgia Southern Eagles, playing for Troy right now, and he had a great day at Troy. And we're going to be playing against them sometime down the road in Appalachian State. Comes to Paulson Stadium to close out the season. So these next 3 games, Georgia Southern could win these games fairly easy. I mean, we just played our roughest part of the schedule when we played against James Madison, Old Dominion, and we played against South Alabama. That doesn't mean that we could, you know, just run through these teams and win, because these next 3 games, you know, you can't take them for granted. You got to go out there and put it all together. But I feel like these 3 teams are inferior to who we played tonight. So let me know what y'all think. I'm about 5 minutes away from the house. Everybody's tired. My wife and my son are back here. They're pretty much tired. It's been a long day. Hang out with the family. Got to see them. It was pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to bed. And I'll see y'all in the next one. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.